can't believe you'd say that.
I didn't mean.
Now, let's all calm down.
The waiter's polite smile faltered as Emily rushed into the restaurant, breathless and holding a small paper bag. "Table 6, she told him nervously. But in her flustered state, she didn't notice she was heading toward table 9 instead. Across that table sat a man in a black suit and glasses, quietly scrolling through his phone. He looked serious, sophisticated, like someone who never had to wait for anything in life. Emily stopped beside him. "Hi, sorry I'm late," she said with a nervous laugh, setting the paper bag down. The man looked up slowly. His eyes were calm, assessing. "You're from the dating app?" Emily nodded quickly. "Yes. Well, technically Aunt Lee set this up, but yeah." He stared at her for a long moment, then smiled faintly. "All right, let's have a seat." Emily sat, adjusting her thrift store blouse and tucking a loose strand of hair behind her ear. He seemed so refined. Everything from his posture to the way he held his glass screamed money. Wow, she thought. Aunt Lee really outdid herself this time. He noticed her glancing at his wristwatch. "You don't talk much, do you?" She chuckled nervously. "Sorry, I'm just a little overwhelmed." "You're not what I expected." "Neither are you," he replied, a hint of amusement in his voice. A waiter brought over a small chocolate cake with a candle. Emily blinked. You knew it's my birthday?" He looked genuinely surprised. "It's your birthday?" She frowned. "Wait, you didn't order this?" For the first time, he laughed, low, deep, and genuinely amused. "No, but I'm glad I did now." Moments later, another woman arrived, tall, confident, holding her phone up with a picture. "Excuse me," she said to Emily. "I think you're sitting at my blind dates table." Emily froze. The man raised an eyebrow. The woman turned to him, smiling sweetly. "Mr. Carter, right?" Emily's heart sank. "Oh, no." He leaned back in his chair, looking between the two women. Then he said calmly, "Actually, I think I'll stay here." The other woman looked offended. "You can't be serious." "I am," he said simply. "This young lady," he nodded at Emily, "has better manners." Later that night, after the awkward misunderstanding cleared, Emily apologized profusely outside the restaurant. "I'm so sorry," she said, clutching her bag. "I mixed up the table numbers. I shouldn't have." "It's fine," he said, smiling gently. "Honestly, it was the most interesting blind date I've had all year." Emily blinked. "You go on a lot of them?" "Too many," he replied dryly. "My family's been trying to marry me off. It's exhausting." She laughed softly. "I can imagine." He tilted his head. "Do you mind if I ask what you do?" "I'm a legal intern at Walker & Green law firm." He went quiet. A strange look crossed his face. "Walker & Green?" he repeated. "Yes. I just started last month." He nodded slowly, his expression unreadable. Small world. The next morning, Emily walked into the law firm, trying to shake off the embarrassing night. Her friend Jessica ran up to her, whispering excitedly, "You won't believe this. The CEO's son is coming to visit today. He's supposed to be this genius lawyer who's never lost a case." Emily smiled weakly. "Lucky him." Just then, the elevator doors opened, and there he was, Mr. Carter, wearing the same black suit, same glasses. Her stomach dropped. He walked straight to the front desk, eyes flicking toward her, a faint smile tugging at his lips. "Good morning, Miss Parker," he said smoothly. "I believe you're the intern joining my team." The entire office froze. Emily's heart thudded in her chest. He's my boss? The next few weeks were torture. Every meeting, every glance felt charged. He was professional, almost too professional. But sometimes she'd catch him looking at her just a little too long. Then one evening, when everyone else had gone home, he found her still at her desk, buried in files. "You work too hard," he said quietly. "I'm just trying to prove I belong here," she replied. He smiled faintly. "You already do." Silence hung between them, soft, unspoken, magnetic. Weeks later, during a company dinner, Emily stood by the window watching the city lights. He approached, holding 2 glasses of champagne. "Remember that birthday cake?" he asked. She laughed nervously. "I'll never forget it." He looked at her, eyes warm. I didn't believe in fate before, but after that night, her heart skipped. I started to think maybe the universe makes mistakes just to lead us to the right person. Her breath caught in her throat. "You mean?" He smiled softly. "Yes, I mean you." Months later, Emily walked into the same restaurant, this time on purpose, and this time holding his hand. The waiter smiled in recognition. Back at table 9 again, Carter chuckled. This time, she's at the right table. Emily grinned. "Actually, I think I was at the right one all along."